Good morning or afternoon, um, or evening, whenever you get a chance to do this, okay? Today, what we're going to do is just do a quick review of the three different strategies that we've been working on to add three-digit numbers, okay? So, very quickly, the three different strategies that you guys have been working on for the last week and a half are partial sums, picture models, and using an open number line. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just go over real quickly what those three strategies are, um, and then I'm going to let you watch the video, and then we're going to be done. So today should be short and sweet, and it should be really easy because it's everything that you guys have already been working on. We're just going to do a quick review and be done with Tuesday, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and turn you around and show you what equation we will be using. All right, so what we're going to be using is 300. Can you see that? 395 plus 225. And the first thing that we are going to review are partial sums. You guys have been working on those for the last couple of days. So remember, partial sums, that's just finding part of the final sum. And the way you do that is you go ahead and you put in I like to use my place value chart. You write 395, 225. And what we do is we go ahead and we figure out what each of those places, what their sums are. Okay, so in the hundreds place is going to total 500, right? Can you see that? I know it might be hard. Okay, and then your tens place, go ahead and add up your tens place. 90 plus 20 is going to give us what? 110. Very good. And then now we need to add our ones, and 5 plus 5 equals what? 10. All right, so our ones place, the sum is 10. So now with partial sums, 500 is a partial sum, 110 is a partial sum, and 10 is a partial sum. So now to find the final sum, we will add those three numbers together. So 500 plus 110 plus 10. I'm going to write it over here to the side. 500, 110 plus 10. So let's go ahead and look at that. 0 plus 0 plus 0 gives us a 0. 0 plus 1 will give us a 2. And then 5 plus 1 will give us a 6. Okay, so 395 plus 225 is 620. Now, let's look at that on an open number line. Okay, let's look at that on an open number line and see if we find the same sum. If we do it correctly, we should. All right, so our starting number, we want to start with our higher number, and that's going to be 395. So my start number is 395. Okay, and I'm going to make jumps that total 225. So let's go ahead and make our first jump. I'm going to go ahead and just do a big whopper here. A big jump of 200. And 395 plus 200 is going to land us on 595. Randy. Sorry, I was telling my dog to stop. Okay, so we made our jump of 200. Now we need to jump 25. So I'm going to make one jump of 20. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to make a jump of 5. Because if I add 5 to 595, that's going to give me a friendly 600. So let's just make a jump of 5. That will land us on 600. And now, since we did our 5, we can just jump our 20. All right, so let's jump 20. And 600 plus 20 gives us 620. Good. I hope you were thinking the same thing. So on the open number line, we have 620. Partial sums, we found that it was 620. So now let's use our picture models. This is where we draw it out using picture models, our 100 flat, our 10 sticks, and our ones, okay? And when we do that, don't forget that if we have more than 10 ones, when we use our picture models, we do regroup. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw our 395. That's a terrible picture. Can y'all see that? No, that's a hot mess. All right. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. 90, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's go ahead and draw 225 as picture models. So 1, 220. So 10, 20, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, whenever we are adding our picture models together, remember, I always tell you to start in the ones place. So 5 plus 5 is going to give us a 10, and 10 ones equals 10, right? So we need to regroup and add a 10 stick. Correct? Yes. Okay. So now let's look at our tens place. I wonder if we're going to have more than 10 tens, because if we do, we're going to have to regroup our tens as well and add another 100. So let's go ahead and count our tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's go ahead and use a different color. Okay, let's go ahead and circle the 10 tens. Okay, because we're going to have to regroup those to make 100. So let's go ahead and add our 100. Because we turned 10 of our tens into 100 flat. Okay. Which will leave us with 2 tens left over. When we regrouped our ones, we didn't have any ones left over. So we would just write a 0. Now, let's go ahead and add our hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 600. So the total sum is 620. We got 620 when we used our picture model. We got 620 whenever we used our open number line. And we also got 620 when we added using partial sums. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and watch the video.
Lauren, Nate, and Josh use different ways to find 257 plus 126. Lauren uses an open number line. She starts at 257 and mentally adds up the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. How much does Lauren add on in all?
All right, so looking at top, you have 100 plus 10 plus 10. That's going to give us 120. And then 120 plus 2 threes will give us 126. Uh-oh. They didn't want to keep it.
Lauren adds 126 in all, because 126 is one of the add-ins. Why does Lauren add 126 in different jumps? It can be easier to break apart a number like 126 into hundreds, tens, and ones to add mentally. After adding all the parts of 126, Lauren ends at 383. So, 257 plus 126 equals 383. Nate also finds 257 plus 126. He draws place value blocks. He regroups 10 ones as 110. How many ones are circled? Why? 10 ones are circled because Nate is regrouping the 10 ones as 110. After the regrouping, there are 3 hundreds. How many tens and ones are there? Select your answer.
All right, so when we look at how many tens and ones are there, let's go ahead and look at the place value chart. There are 3 ones left, and then when we regrouped our ones, that gave us 8 tens. So 8 tens and 3 ones.
After regrouping, there are 8 tens and 3 ones. So Nate finds that 257 plus 126 equals 383. Josh uses place value. He adds the ones, the tens, and then hundreds. Josh also finds that 257 plus 126 equals 383. Look at the 3 strategies. Is the sum the same each time? Why?
Okay, think about that. Is the sum the same each time? Yes, right?
Yes, the sum is the same. Each strategy is different, but the
But the
add-ins
are
are
the
the same
same each
257
time.
and 126. If the add-ins are the same, then the sum will be the same, no matter which strategy is used.
As long as you use
Now
it the
you
right
know how
way.
different addition strategies work. You are good at math.
All right, so that was a quick review. I hope that my review helped you. I hope that his review helped you on our visual learning. Go ahead and click over to your assignment in Google Classroom, answer those questions, and turn it in. I love you guys. If you need any help, please comment in Google Classroom or leave a private comment on your assignment. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.